Inner Harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Trucks over him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Browns! Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching. Whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players, attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mayfield now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play fake, Mayfield. Pass pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Sheds off the tackle, and down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calais Campbell on the stop. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out, and the Browns have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They give him a gain of 38. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. $13 yards remaining on second down. Jackson. And a big loss moves here as he's taken down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 63 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Mayfield on play action. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Mayfield with it once more. That one is caught by Hunt. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. 3 yards all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He finds his man complete. It's Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. And he's got his big tight end here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarter.
Touchdown, Browns! The touchdown pass, Mayfield to Landry. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murphy say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Baker. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Finding Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He's got Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. A gain there of 21 yards. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big 1st down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that 1st down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover.
Let's fucking go.
Get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there.
Look at this.
Let's fucking go.
The 30, 10, and he's in
We go home.
touchdown and a game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get big ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when we're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.